Welcome back to Tarzan's Playground, training number 7. Today we'll be diving into a pyramid for power. This training consists of a pyramid of rope pulls, rope pull-ups, push-ups, and back squats with any given weight that you have, being a barbell or being a piece of wood like I'm using, or whatever you can find. It is somewhat of a challenge for the back squat, but manageable. So for the first little warm-up, a little playful exercise, we'll use a stick to spin around a little bit. And I definitely recommend doing your own warm-up, or go to the sun salutations video where I talk you through the sun salutations, which is a good dynamic warm-up for the whole body. 1 minute of spinning with the stick, just playing around, whatever you're capable of. Put it with the monkey and make 1 rope pull-up. If you have a rope, you can do any kinds of pull-ups. You can do a towel pull-up or a barbell pull-up. And make 2 push-ups. I do them on this piece of wood that I have over here. And somehow lift the weight you have to your back, to the shoulders. And make 3 back squats with the weight of your choosing. 3 back squats. Press the weight out of the back, put it back on the ground. And in between the sets, we'll bring the stick spinning action back into the game. And you can do a very simple spinning with the stick. You can use a broomstick or whatever stick you have. And the more you practice, the more dynamic, the more playful it becomes, for sure. Put it with the monkey. Always put the stick with the monkey. 2 rope pull-ups. So really grab the rope on a high level. Extending the legs if you can. So I'll do an L-sit pull-up, which makes it significantly harder. Back to your push-ups. We'll make 4 push-ups. So as you'll notice, we are progressing in reps all the way until 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, and 15 back squats. And then we'll bring it back down as well. So clean and press the weight to your back and make those 6 back squats. So we're adding 3 to the initial 3. When you make the back squats, really try to engage the core. Carry the weight, no shifting forward with the body weight, with the upper body. Clean squats. Press it out of the back, put it back on the ground. Back to the stick. Half a minute, somewhat. Make sure not to hit yourself, but you know, things happen for sure. Back to the rope pull-ups. This is round number 3. So extend the legs and make 3 pull-ups. Also, when you make those pull-ups, try to alternate which hand is on top and which is below. 6 push-ups. Nice full repetitions. Back to the back squats. So you can make your push-ups on a barbell as well, or just on the ground. And then clean the barbell if you know how to. 9 back squats. So try to keep the knees stable in line with the ankles during those back squats. And you can go to full standing, where you squeeze the butt and push the hips forward a little bit, or keep the tension somewhat in the legs during the squats. Press it. During the last squat, you can use the momentum as well to press the weight out of the back and put the weight back on the ground. Back to the stick. It's a nice active rest in between those sets. And as you do this more often, you'll get more playful with it. At some point you can put the stick on fire and you'll be fire spinning. Behind the back, the other way. Put it back with the monkey. Back to the rope pull-ups, set number 4. So grab the rope high, start hanging first, extending the legs, and make those solid pull-ups, full repetitions, all the way down, all the way up, and try to keep your legs long and lifted. So of course, as an option, you can bend the legs somewhat, makes it easier. 8 solid push-ups. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On to the back squats. How to clean this puppy. It's an interesting piece of wood for sure, but it works. It has a nice curve and some nice handles. 12 back squats. Now the sets are getting more interesting. It's good if it's a manageable weight that you can somewhat make the set, complete the set without too much rest. In that last rep, you press the weight out of your back and bring it back to the ground. Grab the stick, back to the stick spinning. So take the appropriate rest as you need for yourself. For the purpose of the video, I have taken the rest out. So in between, especially the sets, the stick spinning is somewhat of an active rest, but give yourself a moment to recuperate, catch your breath, and then continue in the next set. So this is the last climb of the pyramid, which consists of 5 rope pull-ups. It's good to change up the way we do pull-ups for the grip and the shift in muscle engagement. 10 push-ups. 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. Clean the weight, bring it to your back, and we go for 15 back squats. It's definitely the most interesting set, this one. As you can see, the weight is somewhat challenging, but not so heavy that I have to stop the set all the time. I can keep going. That's what we want for this one. I want to focus a little bit on the muscle endurance instead of maxing it out, especially when you're not used to these kind of exercises. It's nice to have a weight that's really manageable. As we progress during the trainings, either the reps will go up or the weight will go up, so you have to find a way, be creative to get heavier weights. Find a local gym or whatever. Hang some weights on the piece of wood or the piece of bamboo that you're playing with, working with. Well, in different trainings, we'll bring back the stick action for sure. Finish it off, put it with the monkey. So now we're gonna go back down into 4 rope, L-sit rope pull-ups. 3, that's 4. Solid reps. We'll go for 8 push-ups. 5, 6, 7. One more, makes 8. So I don't give myself too much of a rest here. a moment of recuperation. Press the weight up, bring it to the back. We'll go for 12 back squats. Nice training to bring the pushing, the pulling, and the squats all into play. Basically the three most fundamental ways of practicing and training our strength. Back to the stick for the active rest. Maybe integrate somewhat of a warrior pose into it. Slight bend in the front leg. The monkey. We go to 3 reps. So hang first, extend, full pull-ups. This pyramid is nice because it challenges you, definitely when you go up, and when you go down, it gives you something to aim for because it makes it easier. As we go, the reps get less, but it's still challenging in a way because, you know, the repetitions accumulate over the sets. Back to the back squats. So in total, we've been making 25 row pull-ups. Count correctly. Push-ups, 75 back squats, which is a nice goal for a 20-minute training for sure. Somewhat, maybe 30, 40, take your time, but also challenge yourself to don't take too much rest in between. Exercises are not that demanding of skill or of weight, so it's okay to be running after your breath a little bit, to have a challenge there for sure. 2 row pull-ups, we're almost there. Extend the legs, 2 nice solid pull-ups. Four push-ups. Compile this pyramid of different kinds of exercises as well. It doesn't have to be the pull-up, push-up, and squats. It can be your own variation as well. It's to give you an example, an idea. And how to make a nice combination. 5, last one, 6, press it out, bring back the stick, maybe place one hand on the back, get a little shoulder stretch in there, letting it go for a moment, spinning it in the air and catching it. Or not, it's okay to fail, you know. A bunch of failures combined is the road to success. Put it with the monkey. Last set, 1 pull-up. prettiest one. 2 push-ups. And finally 3 back squats. Now it's fun to use a weight that's not necessarily equally balanced as well. Definitely triggers the body in a different way. Just make sure you keep bracing the core. Make those full repetitions if you have the mobility. A couple presses with the weight after, why not? You can do it. We're going for 5. Put it back or put it somewhere else. Put it in a dry place. Clean up the mess you made. Hello, thanks for joining. We'll finish off with a little bit of handstand practice. Find yourself a wall or a post like I'm using, but make sure you kind of know what you're doing. And walk up with your feet all the way to a vertical position. And it's fine to hold it there, but if you want to challenge yourself more, see if you can bring your feet off the post or off the wall and maintaining that balance. But make sure you don't collapse over, only if you know how to land in a bridge or you know how to save yourself in a way when that happens. It's not nice to just fall flat on your back, especially not if you're on a concrete floor or something. Also integrating a back bend here. An assistant back bend using the post or the wall. So you can lean back, start looking back, and then place your hand somewhere on the wall and hold it for a couple counts and then walk it back up out of there. We'll do this one for 3 sets. So the combination of the handstand walk up to the wall or the post, whatever you got. Now here you'll see me fail, and then I also come out of it in a clean way, somewhat clean. So find that balancing free. I go too far, make one step with one hand and bring the feet in that direction to save yourself out of that. Lean back, hands against the post or the wall, maybe a little deeper this time. Bending action and then lengthening the arms, opening the chest, really getting into that back bend and walk out of it. Just a little breather in between and we'll get into that last set. Here we go, hands down, close to the wall. Walk your feet up and walk your hands towards the wall. Now if you cannot get this close or you're not there yet, just walk a little bit. See if you can at least make that little couple steps with your hands if you're strong enough to carry yourself. Now if you collapse through your arms, it's not a nice thing. So make sure to know what you're doing. And when you walk back, also walk your feet on the wall or the post to bring it back to the ground. Now a little monkey hop to turn on the camera. Thank you, rope. Finish it off with a backflip. Ba-bam! Daily backflip. There you go. Thank you for joining. See you next time.